receive. Over.
Yeah, actually, it's real nice. I'm hearing lots of good stuff, and people have been saying good signal reports from me, and so I'm having fun so far. Still learning it. It's a 120-page manual. I've read it through once, but still haven't committed everything to memory. A lot of buttons on here, a lot of settings, and so just get to feel it out.
Yeah, QSL for sure. Well, you should have fun with it because that's what it's designed for, and I hope you get more than your fair share of use out of it. They're pretty neat radios anymore nowadays. They're like a shack in the box. Over.
Yeah, you could say that. It was pretty impressive when I unboxed it and everything, and then brought it out to our field day location, and some of my friends that were here said, "Have you even opened it?" I said, "Yes," and I packed it all back up. It's the shiniest toy that I have experienced, and it's all mine. So still a little giddy on that.
Well, very good. Are you using the hand mic there with it and stuff now, or have you got something set up?
Yeah, I'm just using the mic that comes standard with it. We are also involved in FM broadcast and have fair share of microphones, but they are back at the home base and in the radio studio. So while we're out in the woods, it's just regular handheld mic.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, I'm about, like I said, about 10 watts or so. Through my wire, I've got a 130-foot end fed wire. And what's your setup there? Over?
100 watts, and we're on battery out here. I've got an inverted Z slung up in a tree about 65 feet up. Had fun playing around with boom shots for the first time since I was like 7 or so. 165 feet up, I can't take credit for. Someone else ended up netting that one, but it was real fun working that on Friday, and so we've just left up the antennas for now, and might leave them up this summer because it's a friend's property that we come and visit, and they're hidden enough since, not many people see little aluminum wires in the woods and the trees, but honestly fairly impressed that they've worked as well as they have, given that we are, in the forest, so, prospecting lots of trees, messing with things, but we've been having a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, that's really cool. That's always a blast when you put up those wires and you're looking around going, there's absolutely no way anybody's going to hear us. And sure enough, boy, people not only do they hear you, but they hear you amongst the chaos of field day. I'll be honest with you, I did not have any phone contact this year on field day. I gave myself a challenge. I had never worked FT8 before, so I went ahead and just scrambled on FT8 and went to emergency power and just kind of put my little go kit to use there. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was the first time I had really gone that wild with FT8 for sure. But I didn't get to hear any CQ Field Day rattle in my brain at all. So that was almost worth it on that end there. Hi. But anyway, the setup there is still working strong for you tonight, and just loud and clear off the end, off of my wire here. This is November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. Back to you.
Yeah, thanks. It was fun, and my staff was working digital, so he did a bunch of the FTA contacts. So I think between there were 4 operators, and about a quarter of them were FTA, contacts, and he also ended up hitting both Hawaii and Alaska and Alabama with phone, and that was really impressive. And exciting. He didn't hit him on the 8 meters. That was on, I believe, on 20 or 40. So we were working 20, 40, and 80. We did have a little 6-meter vertical that's just off it's car mounted, but that was garbage, so we just stuck to those three bands.
Okay, yeah, copy that. I stuck on 40 just the whole time around just to see if I could do it and torture myself staring at the scope, and then the band was absolutely gone by about 9:30 or so in the morning for quite a few hours. But right around there, I'd say I'd blown it. I didn't stay up late enough or get up early enough to really work because as the gray line was coming, I was working Japan and south of Mexico and a few others at 5 watts, and that's fairly impressive there on a busy 40-meter band. So I'm glad everybody seemed to have a good time here for field day and kind of work things out. It's not so much um, a big thing in my area. There's just not a whole lot of hams around here, so really neat that you got to go out to the mountains and enjoy it. Are the bugs very bad yet this time of the year?
I'm currently swatting bugs and fighting them right now. We've got several cans of off and repellent and all sorts of stuff, and trying to keep the lights a little bit further off of like my face. But it's okay. It's springtime or it's summertime. We're out in the woods, and that comes with the territory. Only other critters we've got are raccoons. There's a raccoon mama with some kits around, so they've been very bold, and really we've been having to be careful with our traps. And then little field mice and deer have not run into anything bigger than that other than humans, and we're pretty close. We're on French property, but we're pretty close to a campground in the national forest, in the Gifford Pinchot National Forest. So I think some of the bigger critters will stay away when there's enough activity. And certainly this weekend, with it being so hot down in the Seattle-Tacoma area, a lot of people were getting out of the cities, and a lot of cars, a lot of traffic passing through. People are trying to come up and I don't know, just enjoy beautiful weather. Seems like it's the first nice weekend of the summer.
Yeah, I think people are really taking advantage of it. I know by 8 o'clock it was showing like 96 degrees with the sun shining on the thermometer, and then dropped to about 93 at the hot point of the day today. So, yeah, it was warm day for everybody. Kind of get out and enjoy it in one form or another. Well, I'm glad you were up there with the OM and having fun on field day, and here you are at the end of it all with your new radio. I think this 7300 I'm talking on showed up field day. It was like 8:39 in the morning, like FedEx ever really does that, right? But shows up with this radio on field day, and I plugged it in. I think I made uh, 350 contacts or something with it on sideband there, and just kind of called it good. Enjoyed the heck out of this radio ever since. It hasn't moved. Keep it dust off, and the screen protector's still there, or a new one anyway. But yeah, I really got to using it and enjoy it. And here it is, an Icom 7300, and I'm running QRP.
Very impressive. We up here, I think we managed total somewhere around 200 contacts, and we were trying to go the whole time. We took some good breaks between about 2 a.m. and 7 or 8 a.m. Finally got the field day bulletin on digital at 9 o'clock today, because we had neglected to pick up the bulletin earlier on in the weekend.
Yeah, I missed that. I had that in line for part of what I wanted to do, and when I jumped on this FT8 bandwagon, every other little piece kind of went out the window. That's the one thing I've yet to do for sure for field day. So I have to do a little bit of proper planning for the winter side of things for sure. Not quite sure how I'm gonna approach it anyway. So how's the new radio? You got to be at least up there tweaking around with some of the buttons and changing You got your settings at least cracked the way you want them?
I am still learning the ins and outs of this radio. I have a lot to learn still. And what I was most used to was my spouse's Yaesu 991. And there's a few differences, but it's definitely, I mean, it's Yaesu, and so there's enough similarities. But yeah, I think I said I'll learn the radio. And when we set up next to each other, side by side, I think for the next field day in terms of preparing for what we're going to do better next time is fantastic filters, because when one of us would transmit, then it would mess up the others, and but I mean that's part of it, being all in a close radius.
Yeah, you get a couple bandpass filters. You guys kind of commit to what you're going to do, at least per radio, right? And be good to go for it. And still be able to enjoy what field day is all about for sure. And then who knows, by then you'll probably just want to park that radio and have something else just to take out to be portable with and stuff. Yeah, it could get a little wild. Hey, I do not have your call correct. I don't think. My call November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. And my name is Sean, by the way. Sierra Hotel Alpha Whiskey November. Over.
Hey there, Sean. November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. My name is Rebecca. I am Kilo Golf 7 Foxtrot Zulu Hotel.
Okay, yeah, I missed something up there, Rebecca. We got it right this time. I was back and forth out of Tacoma for about a year. I was working SeaTac of playing fetch with my dog down at the airport there. Over.
Very neat. Yeah, home base is Tacoma for me. I did work in schools in CTAC. Working in schools is nice when you have some off to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, no doubt to go hang out and play radio and enjoy new toys and stuff out there like that. That's really neat, man. You at least you're gonna have all the faith in the world of your new radio by the time you get it home.
And I think this is probably going to be home station, and we're going to try and figure out what kind of antenna we can work without the landlord getting nosy or aware or angry. So I think we might be, I don't know, doing something through a chimney or whatnot. And I don't know, like you said, before too long I'll be wanting something for mobile. I got no idea at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't even stress it too much. You got a good portable setup there, and the screwdriver antenna is rather small and easily stealth. And then wires, any type of inverted V or something, that wire doesn't have to be that big and crazy as far as diameter, right? You could have a nice thin wire. Anyhow, uh, good luck with figuring out something like that with the landlord. Who knows? They could always come up with their own ideas of what they want or don't want to. So enjoy it while you got it there, Rebecca. Over.
Thank you so much. I think I'm going to wrap up for the evening, or at least take a little break. This is KG7FZH, Kilo Golf 7, Foxtrot Zulu Hotel.
Okay, very fine business. Yeah, I got a few more left in me here. We'll see how things go. This is Norway 7 Echo Charlie Victor QRP out in Ephrata. Looking for any station anywhere. And 7-3, Rebecca, is kind to meet you. Appreciate your efforts out here late at night on the air. Have fun with your new radio. N7 ECV CQ75 and listening.
CQ. Here is November 7 Here is November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Here is November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. This is Whiskey 7 Fox Charlie Lima.
Okay, Whiskey 7 Fox Charlie Lima, was it?
That's correct.
All right, Whiskey 7 Fox Charlie Lima, thank you for answering my call. My name is Sean. That's Sierra Hotel Alpha Whiskey November. Sean is my name. I'm up in Ephrata, Washington, a little bitty town called Ephrata, Washington. Over.
QSL. Nice to meet you, Sean. Name here is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie, and I'm in Seattle, Washington. So I know where Ephrata is, and just heard you call and CQ and wanted to say hi and see how signals are getting out tonight. We did field day this weekend with a group here in Seattle, and pretty tough on the bands. So they still need to talk to someone here to end the weekend. Back to you, Sean.
Yeah, QSL, Eric. Okay, yeah. Again, thank you for answering. I'm QRP tonight, about 10 watts or so, peak envelope power, and just seeing what I can roust up here. I was trying 20 and 40 earlier, but you're about my third or fourth contact here on 75, so I've had the best luck here so far. Over.
Sounds good. Yeah, I was away from the radio all day today, and so just getting back on. Didn't hear anything on 20 meters. Hoping to find somebody from Japan and New Zealand calling out, but couldn't hear anything over the noise. So good to be here on 80. So yeah, I'll let you, if you're making some contacts, I'll let you keep spinning around so you know so you can find how far have you been able to get out tonight.
Oh, I haven't done very good so far. I think let's see, it was near Rainier. You're out in Seattle and up in Omak there. So yeah, about 3 hours away from me in either direction. Over.
That's a pretty good run. At least you're able to get out. That's good.
Yeah, it should do just fine for me so far. I was able to work Japan and south of Mexico on 5 watts or earlier through field days. So so far so good. Just conditions and here, yeah, I'm able to carry on a few rag chews QRP on 75 tonight. So conditions aren't that bad, I guess. Over.
No, I think on 80 it sounds pretty good. I think we're just going to bed, which is why we're not hearing them. But yeah, it's interesting. You're making it well here in Seattle. You're probably a 5 and 7, not as strong as you might expect, but still perfectly readable, coming in nice. What kind of read are you running? What kind of antenna?
Oh, QSL. Well, thank you for the 5x7 for sure. I turned my RF gain up, and you're about close to 10 over there, 10 over 9. And I'm running the cookie cutter ICOM 7300, and I've got a 130-foot end fed wire in the air doing most of the work for me. I got a cheap little $8 headset and a face for radio there. Go ahead.
Sounds good. We got a pretty similar setup. I've got the same thing, 130-foot wire in inverted L, and I'm running, I think, 120 watts out of a Yaesu FT PX101. I just picked this radio up because I got to deal with the noise I've got. Seattle's a very, very noisy place for radios, so anything with better rejection features and a receive antenna input. So that's what I'm getting my arms around right now. Back to you.
Oh yeah, well tell me about that. What's that thing offering you there that some of these may or may not be in other ways?
It's just more advanced features of being, better noise rejection, better ability to visualize a signal, better ability to reject noises on either side of it or whatnot. It's more than just a standard notched contour. It's got this variable capacity tuning. But the biggest thing for me is just having a second receive antenna input so that I can put a 15-meter square wire on the ground and have that come in as my receive loop. I've heard great things about that, especially on the higher bands here.
Yeah, I haven't gone too far into that. I've tried it a little bit, and just conditions weren't good at all. So not a great day to be testing, week even to be testing that. But I've heard about that too. A lot of OMs are using it for even getting longer ones out at for 160 and 75 even, and being able to pull out some of the weaker signals there. Makes sense, I guess, and kind of you get that null effect a little bit and a cleaner sound out of it. You should have a lot of fun with that. There, go ahead.
Yeah, right now it's great. And the previous radio I had was a 991A, and I loved it. I still love it. It's a great radio, but I was disconnecting and taking it out on weekends for field day or for POTA activations all the time. I just kind of ran out of desire to come back on a Sunday afternoon after playing out in the field and hearing great stations kind of hook that thing back up to the shack. So having a home shack is kind of nice again, and once you just come sit down, turn it on, and talk to somebody from your radio. Back to you, Sean.
Yeah, very cool. That's funny. I was just sitting here telling the YL, I finally ended up with an Icom 705 as well, and I want to turn that into the base rig, man. That thing, it's got all the bells and whistles that the 7300 wish it had. In some regard, really, the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth are just a phenomenal tool and toy when you're really playing with these things anymore. Taking cables out of this stuff, and really the latency isn't too bad. I've got a Bluetooth headset even on the 7300 right now. I don't have a Bluetooth microphone. I do have that set up with a BT89, but it's noisy. I can't get the board grounded right to where it takes the cheap noise out of it. But anyway, that's a whole nother project in the works. I do enjoy some of the shack in the box type radios. I'm curious about this variable capacitor. It must be on the filter end. Then it's actually giving you a better shape. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I don't 100% know how it works, but as I understand it, and just by listening to it, it just pulls the loud noise around the signal away. So it's just a pretty broadband, bandpass filter attenuator that helps get rid of a lot of extra noise. So like I was hearing a little bit of noise around your signal, I could zero in on you and then turn up the capacitance this thing's doing, and whatever the DC stereo capacitance is, able to turn up a little bit and be able to pull your signal in better. So it works. I mean, these are all software defined radios. It's just a matter of what flavors you like. I know Yaesu pretty well. I've used it for a long time, so that kind of made me pick this versus I know ICOM's got a great new one out, the 7610, and let's just get something that makes it easier to work here and overlooking the city. All right, Sean, I'll turn it back to you. I'm getting started thinking about heading into the rack tonight, heading up on midnight here. So I'll say 7-3s. Thanks for picking me up, and good luck being on the air. Let's see if you can get any farther away from the places you already have tonight. Everything's. I'll turn it back to you for a final.
All right, yeah, QSL, man. Thanks for taking a moment to say hi. And like I say, just sitting here chatting at the QRP 10 watts here. So lucky me to even be getting out. But I do appreciate you taking the time to say hello and good night there. It was nice to meet you. And we'll maybe catch you on 75 again at some point in time. This is November 7 Echo Charlie Victor 7-3 from Fredo, okay?
Alrighty, 7-3s there, Sean. N7ECV. This is W7SCL Squared.
All right, and we'll go one more call here, man. It is getting rather late at the QRP Red Eye Net here on 75. This is November 7 Echo Charlie Victor. Any station, anywhere. Can anybody else hear me here on 75 tonight? Over.